Hello, my name is Robin from Alber's Business Communication Solutions. Thank you so much for joining me today as I outline how employees can be more productive with email if they are given a clear framework and also practice to write better emails. I have been teaching business communication for the past 20 years at the university level, and I recently started my own company called Alber's Business Communication Solutions. I give courses, I provide workshops and webinars that help people improve email at work. You should see the happiness and relief from so many employees after taking these workshops. They often say, "Why didn't I know these skills before? I could have been so much more productive by saving time and energy." So I want to share with you today what I have learned through my research and practice so you can help your employees be more productive with their emails. This presentation is based on a journal article I published with colleagues. We conducted our study with high proficiency business students who do not have experience in the business world. We developed a project to help the learners develop communication skills that went beyond what the textbooks normally share. We provided the learners with an email framework or template, and we also gave them practice within that framework. And we saw that their email skills improved by 30%. Especially with learners who practice these skills in a consequence-free environment. So, you may be wondering, how does this research benefit corporations? Well, our research shows that if learners are given a clear framework and also given practice within that framework, the following things will happen. First of all, they will become more efficient because they will only need to write one good email instead of several poorly written emails. They will also be more purposeful in their writing, they will be more culturally aware, and more accurate with their emails. So this is what I do to help learners become better in their email output. Number one, I give them a clear framework that helps them focus their writing. So I teach them things like purposeful subject lines that have a clear topic. We learn how to format the email so that it's culturally aware, and it also includes a very clear opening line that explains the purpose of the email. I teach people how to organize the email so there is sufficient white space that makes it easier for the receiver to read. I also teach people how to use language so that it's more audience focused. This means that the email is focused on the receiver rather than the sender. So, unfortunately, this is where textbooks and many corporate workshops stop. For learners to be successful and to implement these new concepts, they need to practice a lot. This is where our research showed the most improvement in learners. The participants who practiced the most improved their email skills by 30%. And we know this because we gave them a diagnostic test before the start of the project and at the end, and we noticed that their grades went up by 30%. It is important that the learners were able to practice in a consequence-free environment. If they practice without fear of failure, they are more likely to improve. Therefore, we provided learners with work-based scenarios to practice with. For example, we would create a scenario for employees to make requests for items or information, politely of course. They would need to consider the audience, the receiver. They needed to analyze the scenario and the purpose. And then they would write a very clear and focused email to get what they wanted. But this is where things were different. After writing the email, the learners would compare their email with the answer key for feedback. If more feedback was required, the learner would make an appointment to see a language development specialist in our program. We created at least 3 practice scenarios for each of the following topics: requesting, providing information, making assertive but polite complaints, building customer and company rapport by writing goodwill messages in the form of thank you emails. So in conclusion, after 20 years of teaching and doing research in the field of business communication, I can give you the following recommendations. Number 1, workshops are not enough. Participants come to the workshops or class and they do learn the concepts. They get excited about what they're learning, but they do not implement the concepts at work. Therefore, participants need to practice both in the workshop and outside of the classroom or workshop in a safe environment. They need to do this until the email concepts turn into good email habits. And this happens through feedback. Companies that do this can have assurance of learning if the trainees take a diagnostic test before the training and then do one of two things. 1, take a post-test 2 or 3 weeks later, or better yet, ask the trainees to provide a small email portfolio of work-related emails. Have they improved their email skills? Are they demonstrating cultural awareness? Are their emails clear? Do they have purpose? Are they well organized and audience focused? Employees who can write clear and focused emails are good for the reputation of the company. They can also save the company time and money by communicating professionally. If you would like more information, you can email me at robin@abc-solutions.ca or visit my website. I do have email courses available for both individuals and groups. Please contact me to see how. Thank you so much for listening.